we are back with the vomit. Hopefully the siege of Cairo isn't going to take a while. Ooh. Oh yeah. You have no handy fort defense, and I have my siege ability. Oh yeah, this siege hopefully won't take too long then. And I should move my main fleet across to change the blockade location. I also want to take you guys out and make you join up with the pirate fleet, just for a little bit of extra defense. How did you get so many troops already? Well, we'll finish sieging Cairo and then we're going to take out Dumyat. Jeez, they're bringing up a lot of troops. I think Mamluks might be hiring a ton of mercs just to help counter us, which isn't really going to work very well. Ooh, Senengama Patriots are coming up close, mostly because I'm still trying to convert those lands and they're going to take a while. That's the coast of Mogadishu, and that is a lot of land found. Mogadishu, still a vassal of Ajuran? Yep. Anything fancy with Ajuran this time around? Not really. Kilwa is looking a lot smaller than usual though, which means there might actually be a handy target for taking out later on. What is it, Mamluks? No, you will not concede defeat. I want the provinces, because that is some juicy money for rescuing Jerusalem. You will allow me to have it. Now whether or not I have to cede it to Jerusalem, can I form a state of Jerusalem, an autonomous state of Jerusalem, to be by itself, and then have to protect them from the Mamluks or from Kebab? Or will they, you know, get friendly with other areas? I don't know. I do know that Cyprus or the Knights can take over this land to form Jerusalem themselves, and I believe that is actually an achievement. It's an achievement to do that, which might be sometime in the future, I don't know. Knights are an interesting nation to play, that's for sure. Hello, Mamluks. You're gonna have to die here. There we go. That's a good shock roll. That's a good shock roll as well. Take a load of hits. Oh, here we go. The Laws of the Burgos was a set of laws concerning the behaviour of Spaniards in America that were issued in the city of Burgos in 1512. They especially concerned the treatment of the indigenous peoples. Though the laws authorized colonizers to forcibly grouping together Indians to work for them, the laws also regulated rules regarding work, pay, provisioning, and living quarters. It also prohibited any form of punishment by others than the authorities. The laws, however, did little to ease the suffering of the Indians due to lax implementation. So we can either enforce these laws, which means that all of our colonial nations, now it's existing colonial nations, I don't know if this affects future colonial nations, they all get -2 national unrest from the laws, but there's also 5% less goods produced nationally, mostly, I believe, because the lax laws, people aren't working as much or as hard. Or we can gain 25%. No, let's enforce these laws. It's nice to give them a lot of base national. It's very nice if they have some base unrest reduction, even more than usual. I believe they also get an unrest reduction in their ideas. I can't fully remember. I think they get one later on. Not entirely too sure. I don't know, but I think with the 400 admin again already. How much do I need to core these? This is going to be 30, 30. It'll be 60 if we add you, which will probably be a bit later. 38. 98. I need 100. I don't know if they're going to give up anytime soon. I'm also going to have a admin 11 sooner. And don't necessarily need the recruitment time at this point in time. And we're not rushing towards the heavy ship combat ability. So let us just wait and keep sieging until they're willing to give up, which is very soon, only -7. Not very long to go now. Oh, we're back from the cave. We should explore Kilwa. Explore the coast of Kilwa, reveal Kilwa's side. Oh, speaking of the colonies, Nestor and Macquillan is nearly done. I'm going to probably take, rather than completely blocking out, in fact I can say it now, rather than completely blocking out South Africa now, I think I'm going to start trying to take some of these islands, because they can grow on their own. That said, I'm already running 5 colonies for 4 colonists, so I'll have to wait until the Falklands are done. Although then again, when the Falklands are done, I'm going to want to take South Georgia as well. There's a lot of places to colonize, not really enough income to go too far over the limit. Like, as I said, another colony would cost 10 more on top of this. I don't necessarily have that much to I can't really afford that much, at least not right now. Not until the trade income comes in quite a bit. The ship in the summer. The words of Christopher Columbus describe the tribe we found in Bagamoyo perfectly. They traded with us and gave us everything they had with goodwill. They took great delight in pleasing us. They are very gentle and without knowledge of what is evil, nor did they murder or steal. Your Highness may believe that in all the world there can be no better people. They love their neighbours as themselves, and they have the sweetest talk in the world, and are gentle and always laughing. So we can take advantage of them. We gain 50 ducats in exchange for losing 50... In exchange for losing 50 opinion with Kilowatt, or we can gain 50 opinion with Kilowatt. I honestly don't particularly care about Kilowatt all that much. Also, did Kilowatt's flag change? It seems slightly darker. Their flag seems ever so slightly darker, and I don't think Azure Realm was blue in their flag. I think it was, or rather, I don't think they were black here. I thought they were blue before. Kilowatt, I mean, 50. I really don't need the opinion buff with them, honestly, because at some point I'm going to be taking them over to get these COTs in the Zanzibar node. So, take advantage of them. 50 ducats, sure, why not? Call me evil if you must, but, you know, 50 ducats is 50 ducats, and if I'm going to be taking someone over in the future, I don't see why I need to play nicely with them. Sine has been converted. Beautiful. Oh, we gained some more colonial conquest. Someone else must have either lost vassals. It definitely wasn't their doom, but whether did they get a reform? Who knows? I thought they needed 5 vassals for it. We're nearly there, man. Look, you just need to give up. You just need to give up a teeny bit more. It'd probably be this month. Just give up. Just give me what I want. Give me what I need. All the gracious, you're getting almost finished. I could send the colony right now. That will take half a year, and it'll take half a year to send the colonist. We will send. You know, I'm just gonna go straight to Panama because I need that. I need Panama locked down. All right, Mamluks, you willing to give up now? Yes, you are. Do you have much money? No, just give me the provinces then. There we go. Also, we finished converting that. Sweet, we now have Jerusalem, and we can course immediately. Do I course immediately? Let's give us a second. Let's let the mission finish. Here's the holy city. 40 ducats, 1,000. Ah, there we go. Ah, there we go. Yes. Re-establish the Kingdom of Jerusalem. We must be at peace. We have to own these 3 provinces as cores. Yes, I knew it was these 3. These 3 provinces need to be cored, and Jerusalem needs to be Catholic. We gain 25 prestige. Jerusalem gains a core on all 3, and Jerusalem is released as an independent state, as well as taking Castilian as the primary culture because they were released. So we need to core all 3 of these, and then we have to convert all 3, which is plenty doable. We'll send the navy into Gaza, and then we'll be able to get Jerusalem as an independent state. I guess we're going to then have to guarantee them and probably more. Kebab, yeah, probably dislikes that, desires the provinces as well as desiring all these provinces over here. Well, tough shit, man. You get nothing. You're getting fucking nothing. Even though you have 47,000 troops, 17 of them mercs. Yeah, I don't think so. You might want to get out of my sight before I have to come over there and deal with you. However, one thing I do want to do is buff up the 3 main armies. I want to get some more cannons out there. Speaking of which, have I built all of the buildings? I haven't built the workshops here, so I'm going to do that. Build the 4 workshops, and in the other 4, using the money that I just... Actually, no, I can build them in all 4 of them. Or all 8 of them. I'm going to build... Oh, I need 12, so we'll build another bunch here. No, that's too... That's too many in Cuenca. So we're going to build... There's 3 sets of 4 cannons. There we go. We also, for now, have the conquest of Jerusalem, which is brilliant. Not that we can do anything with it. Oh, there's the Patriots coming in. And we're going to rise up eventually. So, teleport the general and whack them. So we have the conquest of Jerusalem, which gives us a 3rd missionary. For now, anyway, until we cede it to Jerusalem. Which means we can convert all 3 of these at the same time once we finish the coring. After that, I just noticed I have an extra merchant. Why is that? Oh, the West African Company? Did I get over 50 in the West African Company? I think I did. Yes, I am 57.7% of the trade. Is that after getting this and taking these? Because these provinces now have more trade power. Oh, I do have a 6th merchant. Did not notice that. There's still really nowhere to send them. Because, again, all of this is going to flow certain directions immediately. I could go to Mississippi to send Mississippi to the Caribbean. Not terribly important right now. As for everything, I could probably take Alexandria to send towards Genoa, I guess. It's really all I can think of right now. So yeah, transfer Alexandria to Genoa, or is it to Genoa? Well yeah, send it to Genoa, and then Genoa can flow down into us. Let's take out these darn patriots. You're not going back home, you are going to be mine. Ivory Coast is mine. Thank you very much. So Lesser Macroland is going to finish before, definitely before we arrive in Ile Bourbon. Thank you. There's that down. Let's just double check. It is a 1.1 base for gold. Because it's gold there, we're going to end up building the constable and the workshop. Don't need to worry about further buildings, at least not right now. Oh, Bohemia died. How old are you? 65? I'm 55. Well, you're more likely to die than I am, so here. Have that. Frenchie suddenly no longer wants Girona. Good. Well, it hasn't expired yet. It will very soon. I guess they realise they're not going to get it from me that easily. Sauce is nearly done, but I'm not going to take out a sauce because I want to just go... Actually, no, I can. I'm going to pull out a sauce to send to Quisacate. I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm going to send it there. Whatever works. How about Chiruan? Oh, just simply because of the 6 base tax. Oh, they also use the lower taxes option, which you can exchange for the 5 local unrest. You also gain 25% autonomy. But, you know, that's 5 unrest. That's pretty handy buff. Okay, we got some cannons done. I'm going to actually have to position these because I need to bring the navy over to be able to take these armies. So go to Cadiz. I'm going to send 4 of you down to the army that's sitting here in West Africa. Although, if I can finish converting there, I think I have finished converting there. Is it just a case of the nationalism is what's keeping everything up? Nationalism, overextension in general, so we'll have to keep an army here in West Africa for the time being. Once nationalism wears off, then we can just focus on colonizing the rest of the Ivory Coast, as well as wanting to get the Gold Coast. Oop, another colony finished off. That's Alta Gracia that's finished off. Beautiful. Where did I send to? I sent to Panama. You can take the long walk around. Alternatively, Arawak's still out of Muska. A shame. I'll have to take them on with a slightly larger armies, considering they have 11 and I don't quite know how. Although then again, yes, actually I do know how, because they built the fortified house, gives them an extra 10 force limit. It's a lot of force limit for a native, considering there's not really much else you can do with it. Oh, yeah, that's another adjacent province discovery. Where do you want to go? I'm going to send you to Antananarivo. It might get all 3 of Madagascar. It probably won't. It'll probably just get the 1. Claim Sidon from the kebab. Hey, it's mill points. I'll take it. Fab claim on Sidon. I don't care. It's mill points. I'll gladly take it. As for the Swiss, you're dropping down a bit, and you're a heretic religion. As for New Naples, again, that percentage chance is, yeah, that's too low. I think we might just want to integrate directly. It'll only go 2 a month because I don't have very much diplomatic reputation. At least not until I finish coring that. Yeah, I think we will integrate you right now. As long as Frenchie doesn't suddenly decide he wants South Italy, but there's not much in South Italy. You lost all the claims you had. Oh well, that's a shame. We will integrate the Naples. And we'll see what the Pope decides afterwards. The Knights are sieging out Rome. The Knights are sieging Rome. Because Venice is going after the Pope. Milanese reconquest of Brescia. That's interesting. Speaking of which, let's improve relations with the Pope to make sure that we are definitely in the Pope's good books. It would not be a good idea to fall out of the good books. You guys send the cannons down here. And we're going to grab the second group of cannons, send them to Cadiz, so that on the way back, after we drop them off, we can then take the second group of cannons and send them to the army that is sitting in Jerusalem. A couple more provinces there. And do I want the have an idea? We're going to say for tech. Tech will take 4 years to get 400 points again. It's also 4 years ahead of time. No, we'll say for tech. As well as some potential coring. Who knows? I may have to core something. I may have to take something and core it, but we'll see. And Newfoundland exists. Hello, Newfoundland. It also means that colonial Canada has been claimed by England. It is not advisable for us to settle here. It'll set relation with both England and the Pope and make us harder for us to attract settlers. I'm fine with that. Although let's check France now at Admin 10, the first exploration idea. The real question is, where are they going to go? They might try and take Eastern America. I hope they try and take Eastern America, because as long as they don't try and get themselves involved in my colonial areas. So sauce goes to you, Gay, as well as we're going to move over here to this thing. And then when we're done with that one, I'll try and take over Mapuche. I forget, I don't know how you pronounce that, and then move along. Oh yeah, move along through here. Mostly I just want to get on this far left-hand side, so that way we have an area across here that can keep everything topped up, really. Oh, if you're coming back from exploring, I kind of want to try the circumnavigation soon. I want to try it again soon once we actually get enough naval power, or enough colonies across that will help with the naval supply range. Go get Mozambique. Yeah, that's going to reveal here. I don't know if I'll have to send another mission to reveal the third one of Madagascar, which is a bit of a pain, but let's see. Lumberg. Oh, you finished religious turmoil. Did you have to convert? Lumberg did. Reformed. Okay. So we know where Reformed are. Lorraine is Reformed. We know where the Protestant blob is. Oh, Reformed is going. Looks like Norway might have to go Reformed, I think. Who knows what Sweden and Denmark are going to do. It's actually not hitting Denmark immediately. I'm surprised. Oh, Saina's had to go. Saina, Modena Reformed. Pope is having some religious issues, that's for sure. Even though they've increased autonomy. Oh, they have unlawful territory. Oh, they got frenzy. Wow, when did that happen? As well as the religious zeal modifier. Didn't see them do that. Of course, the Pope can't convert to a heresy, although they can still convert to a heathen. If DDRJ has anything to say about that, they can the Pope can convert to being a heathen through rebels, basically. And Barbados nearly done. We will want to go into St. Lucia. So it's going to take a little while. Depends on how long Barbados. Oh, we built some workshops. That's good. Did we finish the workshop in Namaqualand? We're nearly done with it. We're nearly done with the constable anyway, so we can't build the workshop, but we have all our workshops that we need here. Let's get the main army back. You're still coming home from that one. Okie dokie, come on. Back you come to the Cape, so that we can go do more exploring. Always gotta explore. Okay, Barbados is good enough. You can come back. We're going to... yeah, let's just keep doing the island chain here. We gotta get the island chain all together. Oh, and they're already expanding themselves into Guadeloupe, which is good. So they must make, I think they make enough money from their base tax and trade goods that they can colonize almost right away. As for Uruguay, they're not really, I don't think they have the income just yet to really sustain. I don't think they have it to sustain a colonist, at least not at this point in time. Build the workshop in Namaqualand so that we can make some more gold, which helps with the income. Everything helps with the income, although our income has gone down quite a bit after recruiting those cannons. Cannons are expensive, 0.75 ducats a month. It will be reduced with some ideas eventually. Once we get into quantity, it'll knock down not only regiment costs, also get a maintenance reduction, and of course treasuries knocking them down by 20%. Falklands will be done within a year and a bit, so they can send someone off to probably actually may not need to worry about South Georgia initially. Mauritius, Diego Garcia will definitely be something I want to colonize, because these islands are cheap. Okay, go explore that. I guess I don't have the immediate range to be able to go all the way to Diego Garcia, even though I can apparently go to the sea zone it's in, or rather next to the sea zone it's in. I can't go to Diego itself. France, 20 days until you're out of your 15-year regency. Wow, France had a 14.5-year regency, my god. Foreign trade competition rises. Take 33 trade power or 33 diplo power, or take the 2.5 mercantilism. Mercantilism is only good. It really is only good. Now that I've taken the mercantilism, I'm going to see if we can see just if it is going to happen, how quickly these are suddenly going to, or how much these are going to go up. Ah, there we go. You're out of your regency. You're now defender of the Catholic faith. No, they didn't go up all that much. Mercantilism is more provincial trade power than anything else. Barbados is done. You can now go to St. Lucia. And on you walk. They'll have to get St. Vincent at some point. Who else is nearly done? Oh yeah, the Falklands, but that's being done manually, so that will need to take a while. Yeah, we claim Sudan, take our 25 mil points. What else can we potentially do? Remove Mapuche from the map. That is this group here. Thanks for the mission. It's kind of exactly really what I wanted. It's a shame that the claim doesn't extend to the colonial nation, because then I'd be even more glad to do it. If the claim were to extend to the colonial nation, they could also make use of it. Whoa, that was a lot. That was a lot of discoveries in one shot right there. Ship in the summer again. Yeah, we don't need to worry about a blobbing Ethiopia. Yeah, they blobbed a bit. I guess they... Whoa, 644. Wow. Ethiopia always tends to get some good rulers, despite the fact, actually, they're not. I'd be surprised if they're lucky. No, they're not lucky. Although sometimes they act like they're lucky. It's just Piety, Kilwa, no, Utapa, no, didn't think so. I thought it would have been through luck, but you never know. Luck, again, is just, it's still, you never know when it comes to luck. Also, I should keep an eye on Holland. No, they haven't even gotten to admin 10. Recent have, and they're gone economic. Geller, don't think so. Yeah, Scotland's still on 8. Norway, they get it through their NIs, but they don't have anywhere near enough NIs. Sweden has gone, kind of exploded. Denmark only ever takes expansion, and Muscovy just is still far enough behind. There's the triangle trade. When European nations started to colonize North and South America, they created large plantations for the production of cotton, tobacco, and sugar. First, they tried to use the local population as slaves, but they quickly died out where that was tried. Slaves were then imported from Africa, which created a triangular trade system. Europe sold textiles, rum, and manufactured goods to Africa. Africa sold slaves to America, and America sold cotton, sugar, and tobacco to Europe. It increases the demand for slaves. I thought I needed to actually have... Oh, I do have I have a couple of slaves provinces. That explains why. I only have 2, though. I'm surprised. I thought I needed, like, at least 3 or 4. But yes, the price of slaves goes up by 50% until, well, it's a current permanent price boost from 2 to 3. We gain 264 ducats. I don't know what that's worth. Is that half a year of income? It's 3 months of income, or something like that, and 20 prestige. There's a few price-based events that give you benefits for being the one Wares is founded. That is one of them. The other ones are... I do know that whoever owns... Basically, there's... Whenever the owner of Saxony, the province of Saxony, gets to a certain admin tech, they become porcelain, or basically European starts producing porcelain, and you get 2 base tax in Saxony. That's the only other one. Aquileia has been knocked out of Venice. Aquileia has been knocked out of Venice. This, yeah, Aquileia is... They added cores for Aquileia in this patch. Treviso, Friuli, and Gors. It's unfortunate that their core in Gors has gone away. It is a real shame. Aquileia is broken out. They are an archbishopric down south here. It's not normal, but that has happened. They got broken out. I guess it's because they... I guess that's from the Kebab War, really. That's all I can think of it was. But yes, Aquileia has been knocked out of Venice. I'm surprised I saw them in the very first game after it. Right, people don't want to be conscripted. Some recruitment time or stability. We can take 5 years of lower recruitment time. I already have a pretty sizable army. I could have more, but I don't need to worry about it right this second. We'll just continue working on rebuilding the manpower. That said, the manpower is what is quite slow right now. As we continue just to keep an eye on things. Gotta keep growing these colonies. Gotta vomit all over the New World, and we are getting there. Ooh, the Council of Reims. Where is that? I forget where it is. It's one of these provinces somewhere. Where is it? That's supposed to be inside of one of the... It's inside... Oh, it's in Champagne. Right. Basically, the Counter-Reformation is now available. In exchange, we get... By taking the Counter-Reformation plus 2 missionaries, plus 3% missionary strength versus heretics, a little bit of PI in exchange for more tech and idea cost, and a relation boost with the Pope and Austria that lasts a while. But we're in the kind of area of the map that we really don't, don't really have to worry about the Reformation too much. That said, when I do integrate Naples, I might start having issues up at the top of Italy. Or mid-Italy, but not really too much. It's not that much of a problem that I really need 2 more missionaries. Particularly when you consider I already get 1 from my traditions, and I hold that 3rd one for Jerusalem, at least at this point in time. So, okay, but I'm just going to turn you off, so that you're no longer bugging me about it, and I'll just ignore you. Oh, a lot of them are going to embrace the Counter-Reformation, mostly... Austria would kind of want to, considering that actually, no, they're not getting converted all too much. Panama knows tropical wood, that is good. I don't think France usually takes it because they get Edict de Nantes. They're going to subjugate Lorraine. They get the Edict of de Nantes, as well as having Liberty, Equality, Fraternity in their NIs as their last NI, which is extra tolerance of both heathens and heretics. It's only plus 2. So it helps a bit. Is that Avignon being converted? That is Avignon being converted. And Milan is starting to get some issues cropping in. Still nothing as has touched Bohemia, which is surprising. Or Poland, although Poland has enough of that tolerance as well as humanists, they don't have to worry about it. It's getting there. I don't know. It hasn't yet started to expand into Catholic areas, or mostly into mainland France or anywhere in the British Isles, so we will see where it goes from here. It's getting there. It's definitely impacting inside HRE, but it hasn't gone outside of it just yet. And they become vassals again. Kishin's you, vassal of Zapotec, vassal of Zapotec. Yeah, Zapotec trying to get another one out of the way. I think. I'm not entirely too sure. None of them seem to be getting the required 5 vassals. But who knows? Ah, come on, Falcons. You're nearly done. When you do finish, I'll be going... we have to take someone out of places. Actually, we can take him out of Ile Bourbon. Speaking of Ile Bourbon, we get sugar. And actually, I should add that to the trade company. I'm going to take him out of Ile Bourbon, send him to Mauritius, and then when one of those finishes... Oh, I still can't get to Diego Garcia. Or can I? I can't get Diego Garcia yet. Nope. Explore that coast. That's going to explore the coast. Oh, this one, Mahe, here. And then there's a couple more sea zones. I presume it's these 2 I can release. I can see. Oman. Jesus. What's going on with your name, Oman? I thought you have... Is this all QQ land? Jesus, that's all QQ land. Holy crap. We need to see what happens around... And the Timmies seem to have expanded into them, I think. It'll be interesting to see what happens, what the Timmies are like when we get around there. Oh, now I see. Oh, right, Slimsons want the blue crescent rather than the black of Ajuran, as well as Ajuran being ever so slightly thinner. I'm also seeing, not seeing air here. I'm seeing a big Songhai. It's kind of big Timbuktu, but that's not air. What happened to air? Poor air. Poor air. So what are we gonna find? Feathery meals. The only residents of Mahe seem to be birds of more birds. The large birds, nicknamed penguins by the ship's crew due to their small wings. Really? Penguins in the equator. Okay. Seemed to be fearless of us. The first one we caught stared at us and could not be bothered to fly or run away. When we grabbed it by its leg and held it upside down, it made a great noise. The flock of penguins around us came running to its assistance and tried to bite us with their large beaks. Our provisions are low and these birds are fat and look good enough to eat. So 5 prestige or 50 admin. If it moves, eat it. 50 admin, thank you. I'll always take 50 admin. We can also take admin tech, but we're going to wait until the end of the month because... Right at the end of the month, the end of the year, because it makes it even cheaper. Falklands have finally finished. They don't go to the colonial nation because they are not part of the colonial region. It's just a random island sitting out there. That's just how it's going to be. There's going to be a little tiny drop of Spain right next to a large colonial nation beside. Jerusalem is done. We are going to begin to convert it. I can't add any autonomy here, so I'll have to keep the army here. In fact, I should give the general here, because the patriots and or the nationalists will come out of here. Guess we're going to have to convert these lands. Whether the conversions will finish, well, what does he next time? Who are you? Oh, yeah, another one of those has finally been taken into a vassal. Yes, we're going to convert Jerusalem, and then we're going to be able to release, what is it called again? It's re-establish the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Hey, at least we're getting something done.